Okay. We should be back. Alright. Yay, we're back. I think the YouTube stream is better now. But it might not be. I don't know. Maybe too many things going on at once. Never know. And this is why I don't want to use the stupid TikTok studio. I just want to do it through OBS. But TikTok is being a prick about it, you know? So... Oh, there's a nuke there. If I can get to this. The boss is almost dead. Whoa, 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 whoa! Get me through. Glasses. I got my glasses. Oh, it's that bush again. I ain't fighting that bush. Oh, this is bad. Not really doing enough damage, to be honest, which is a problem. Oh, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. Yeah, to be fair, Haas, the bit rate is going to shit because of everything that's on screen, so... Oh, I'm dead. That's going to make the frames drop, to be honest. 25 silver, though. Take it. Let me see, actually. Is there a... Maybe VSync off. I found VSync off sometimes in games can help things. What's that even mean? What's ambient occlusion? Grass quality. Give it a go. Right, what can I work on? Quests wise. The rocket. The sword, that's what I was working on. Moldy cheese. That's just a random pickup, so I can't really do anything about that. Thorns. Oh, has it done that again, Spucker Wizard? I'm not doing 2 at a time. There's I don't know why, there's a glitch I've got on my YouTube. That a stream from way long last year. It was the one that was like watching Pokemon Presents followed by Persona 5. That one for some reason just never finishes, and so it's like stuck in limbo. So sometimes it just like starts it again. I didn't do it. I literally didn't start it. So I have no idea how to get rid of it. It's just like stuck there. But yeah. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Ah, the bandit in the desert. Yes. I could maybe try and do that. Let's play as Ufi in the desert, tier 1. No, I think YouTube is just shit. That's all. Alright, didn't want to go that high. I don't actually know what size does in this game. Does it even work? Is it even doing anything? Did you just say hello in the other stream? Because it came to here, by the way. Oh wait. Oh, it didn't say hi in interesting. It shows up on my chat thing anyway. That's funny. That's weird. Well, I can see you say ha 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 yes anyway, so yeah, that's weird. What's actually showing on it? Is it showing anything? Sparko, what was the other stream actually showing? Was it showing any gameplay of anything? I'm surprised you can even like interact with that chat. Because it's like, what's weird is you can't actually stream, you can't have 2 YouTube streams at the same time. Like, it's not possible. So clearly something is just like glitched with it. What's it showing? Damn it. Let's go for revolver. Interesting. That's weird. I don't know why. Well, just watch whichever one is better, I guess. Nah, it's not that interesting to have 2 streams. Just a bit of a weird glitch. It's relatively interesting, I just don't think I would make a video on it, you know? Maybe. Ugh, swarm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't have enough damage yet. Ugh, okay. Shame. Oh, it's only tier 1 as well. Well, this game is like Vampire Survivors, which is a great game. This is like more 3D Vampire Survivors. Hello, Howden on TikTok. How you doing? I have no idea. No, I don't think so. I'm playing this on PC. I don't know what console. I don't know what platforms it's on. Just have a Google. It's called Megabonk. Revolver, I think. This game came out in like September, I think. It was a cheap game though. But I don't know if you have PC. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to expand a bit. Like, I think the thing with TikTok that you can do is you can make it like, you know, people will join and it doesn't matter whether they interact or not. Just name out there, you know. Yeah, I'll go for that, I guess. Power up drop chance. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll go for that. I was thinking of maybe playing Elden Ring today, but to be honest, if M is here, I might. But otherwise, I might just continue with this for the night. I fucking love this game. This game is so addictive. It's so, like, I was the same with Vampire Survivors. No, definitely not. I'm mostly playing Elden Ring because I want to, but I kind of want M to watch it, you know? Damn. We'll get to that. That. Whoa. Knockback's pretty good. I'm forcing M to watch my stream, yeah. Pretty much. I'm forcing all of you to watch my stream. I'm forcing myself to watch the stream. This horrible content that I'm making. We'll go power up drop again. Yeah, sure, Spucker Wizard. Which games or how games do you have played in ages? What's that? What do you mean? How many? How many games have I played total? I think it's hundreds. Close to 1,000, probably, I'd imagine, over the years. Oh, that's not what you meant. Okay. I mean, define ages. Like, how long are you talking about ages? Are we talking like 4 or 5 years? Are we talking like games that I played back on the PlayStation 1? I mean, again, there's hundreds of games, so there's games that I haven't played in ages. If you're talking about Rocket League, yeah, I haven't played that in a while. And kind of don't want to play it again. I have no real interest in going back to Rocket League. Oh, there's the portal. Okay, damn. That was like the only place pretty much I hadn't checked. Well, we have a pretty decent build, so I might potentially be able to kill the boss, but it's going to be a little bit annoying. Nah, that game's just like kind of dead now, you know. I saw a little bit of the most recent season that came out, and it's just, I don't know. I just have no interest in going back to it, you know. I need to kill this boss like now. Can you not fucking walk on his head, please? Well, I killed the boss. Oh, right. I was on level 1, wasn't I? I honestly wasn't even in here to... Right. I forgot, the whole reason I came in here was to try and get the bandit thing. Sponge... Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw they also added, what was it? Ranked, God, what was that? What's that game mode? Forgotten the name of it. Heat Seeker. I'm like, what? Ranked Heat Seeker. Extremely random. I think the only way I would ever play it again is if, like, Squirrel is just like, want to play with me? Play some Rocket League, but like, yeah, I can jump on, but I'm not going out of my way to play that game. Yes. Yes, I have heard bad things about that. Right. What's the next thing I wanted to get? I mean, it's probably this, right? The extra tome. What am I at for, swords? Getting there. Charge a charge shrine during a sandstorm. Oh, okay. Didn't even realize that was a thing. Holy shit. Probably not, no. Only Squirrel because I've known him a while. Moldy cheese. Thorns. Do I have the Thorns tome? Oh, I do now, okay. No, definitely not. Upgrade axe. Oh, okay. Axe to level 10. Who was it that has the axe? Ogre. Robinette. Gain 1% gold per level. Also increases damage slightly by total gold. Shoots arrows that pierce enemies. Mm-hmm. Okay. Give the monkey a go. Try this again. Grounded. No. Heard of it. Hello, Stoic. Hello, 666. Similiac. We'll go. Is that the one where it's like, you're like small and you're in a garden or something? Is that Grounded? Yeah, I remember like seeing it. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I remember I watched that, but it's been a long time. Oh, well, there's the boss thing. That's good. Let's get close enough so that it, like, spawns on the map. Shows on the map, I mean. There we go. Oh, I just fucking spawned the boss by accident. I was trying to grab that pot. Well, that sucks. This is not good. I used to play Halo, but some of the more recent ones have been kind of meh. Infinite wasn't terrible, but it doesn't hold the same feeling that it once did. For me, anyway. I'll probably play the Halo like 1 reimagined thing that they're doing. Give that a go. Well, I think this run coming to an end because I accidentally spawned the boss when I didn't want to. Yeah, that's GG's. Yeah, I'll play that. Especially, it's probably going to be free, isn't it? It's just going to be on Game Pass or whatever. So, well, I say free, but you know, it's on Game Pass, which I'm going to have anyway. I think I've mentioned this on stream recently, but I started off with a PlayStation 1 back in the day, right? Well, technically before that I played NES, but that wasn't mine. But PlayStation 1 was my first like console, really. And then I got a PlayStation 2, which is still, I think the PlayStation 2 is still my favorite console of all time. And then I got, then I went over to Xbox 360, and then I stuck with Xbox since then. But to be honest, the next consoles, Microsoft have just been so bad over the last few years. Like, I think I might actually just move back to PlayStation. Like, with the PlayStation 6 or whatever it, you know, whatever and whenever that comes out. Alright, let's do that again and not spawn the boss after like 2 seconds, shall we? That'd be nice. Oh, there's the boss thing again. Well, I was thinking of getting a portable, portable handheld console thing, but it might not be the Steam Deck. It might be. It just, again, I would maybe wait until the new Steam Deck comes out to see what that's like, because the Steam Deck is getting it's getting on now, you know? And there's stuff out right now that's like better than it, but again, that's for like way in the future, because I don't even know when I don't even know when the next PlayStation is gonna come out, whether it's like late next year or even the year after. What's that? What's Beam NG drive? Never heard of that. Glaces. Watch out the trailer. Yeah, maybe. Ooh. Maybe. I can like take a little break and get something to eat, and then watch some stuff on YouTube, and then come back to this game. Maybe at about 10:30, maybe. Doing a lot of damage right now, which is a shame. Knockback. I don't know, maybe like half an hour from now. It'll probably be based on when a run ends, to be honest, rather than an exact time. So depending on how long this run goes, maybe it'll just be once this run ends or something. We'll see. Yeah, maybe. I said it might also just be once this run ends, which might be in 15 minutes or something. I don't know. We'll see. I do not have a lot of damage right now. Right, well, we have our weapon and tomes. Now we just gotta upgrade them. Oh, not good. Yeah, no, it is. I think it's the bit rate. It's just one of those kind of games, unfortunately. There's so much happening on screen that it like, the stream struggles with it. Because I think Haas was mentioning it earlier on Twitch as well, so it's not on my end. It's just, it is what it is. I think Vampire Survivors was quite similar as well at times when it was just overwhelming. When I pause, yeah. Makes sense. It was the same in Donkey Kong. If you, like, smash a bunch of, like, gold and stuff like that and you get all the chunks loading, it's just, yeah, it really messes with the stream and stuff. They need to They really do need to fix that, actually, like, in general, just with, like, streaming on Twitch and YouTube and stuff, because, like, games are getting, like, crazier now, you know? With the amount that they can do. So the bitrate stuff needs to, like, improve. Because even on, like, high-end PCs, it's, like, there's nothing you can do. It's, like, it's only based on what they can do. You could have like a god tier PC with a 5090 in it and like everything that you can, and it still will not like. You just the bitrate is the bitrate. There's like literally nothing you can do. Now, was there a? There it is. Whoa. Oh, I need this. Gimme. Alright, now we're doing damage. All good, Sparko Wizard. Bye, Sparko! Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Well, actually, I guess I can wait until... Alright, next area. Oh god. Oh, you suck. Scorpion nussy. Probably should have picked the other one. Oh, this is not good. Get me out. Jesus. Oh. Come on, Scorpion. You're almost dead. Okay. Nice, we take these. Oh no. I'm not doing enough damage. Oh, this is bad. God, yeah, that is making the game stutter. That genuinely was the frame rate going. Let me check that actually. I might put yeah, we'll put VSync on. Oh wow, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the boss. Damn it. Where is the portal? I haven't seen it. There's, like, not even that many places it can be either, which is... Oh, it's here. Damn. Well, that's annoying. Oh, I've got to spawn it now, haven't I? I've got no choice. Hey, this game might be a little bit much for your brain. I don't know. Yeah, it is. There's just too much on screen, that's why. It's, to be honest, it's fine when I'm playing it normally, but when I'm streaming it, it does not make it great. Oh! But I can move on to Elden Ring if you like. I was considering doing that anyway. I am not gonna live, am I? Oh my god! Stop! Get rid of that noise. Okay. Dreams where you can't move. Yeah. Yeah, no, streaming PC would make a big difference, honestly, you're right. We have this webcam set up. No dog at the moment though. So I could get a dog. Dog cam, yes. Hello Hamza. Hello Kev Clips. Reese Afton. Are you related to William Afton by any chance? Purple guy. CD red light. I mean that's just. This is just the red light is what I have. Oh, my hand. On the side of my thing. I can change it. I can change the color of it. I'm not an Afton. I'm not an Afton. I ain't no purple guy. I could do this one. It's like a Christmas thing. Green and red. I do like purple. I'm not the purple guy though. Let me there you go. Although it doesn't look particularly good when it's like we'll leave it that size for now. I'm just gonna be right back. I'll try and get a dog. And I'm gonna get something to eat. I was gonna watch something on YouTube as well, Em. If you had any recommendations, any like YouTube video I could just sort of watch. I just got myself some food. Now I'm going to pick up the dog. Literally can't make it full screen. Doesn't it also look terrible quality-wise, or does it not? Cam. You want a better light? It's just a white light. Made it a bit brighter. How about that? Hello, May. Who's a good girl? Yeah, she actually looks like a dog now. Nah, she's fine. Let me exit. There was one video I did want to watch. Since I'm eating something. I can do it now. May, come on.
This video is sponsored.
I know she does. Oh, May. I locked my door, so she can't get out on your request. I'm like, oh, poor thing. Right, yeah. You ready to watch? Let's watch this.
This video is sponsored by Incogni. We've all heard the expression, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, which is similar to my dating advice, if you're the hottest person in the room, you should go outside.
True.
The problem is nowadays that guys have realized that women don't really like you coming up and talking to them in public unless you're above an 8, so if you want to get rejected by a girl, it's way easier to use an app. Nevertheless, whether you like it or not, sometimes it's necessary to venture into the real world and do an activity, and I thought I could share what to look for and what dangers you might encounter if you face your social anxiety head on with alcohol and then go out for a night. Starting location. The starting location is always someone's...
This is this is the Slay the Spire map, I know, right? So many dangers.
Apartment where you can pre-drink, or pre-game as the Americans say, because they clearly don't take it seriously enough. This is the most important stage of going out, because it's where you and your friends have a few drinks to loosen up and come up with a game plan for the rest of the night. The game plan is the same this time as it always is, which is getting progressively more drunk and making it up as you go along. Once you and your friends have come up with concepts of a plan, it's time to set out on your hero's journey into the harsh, debilitating environment.
Yeah, I think friends is the biggest problem here, right? Yeah.
Where you must trek forth for several steps until you get to the Uber. If you live in the north, you'll befriend a nice Indian man who will simply ask you to rate 5-star, and if you're anywhere below the 37th parallel, your driver will say, "No Inglés," and then quietly play Spanish news radio. Objectives of leaving the starting location: be 2 drinks in. Dangers: everyone is really strict with ID these days, so make sure no one left their identification at home. The first encounter. Option 1, happy hour or anything. A lot of really nice restaurants actually have great happy hours because they're hoping you'll come, have a few happy hour drinks and appetizers, create a nice pre-dinner buzz, and then a few people decide to stay for dinner and a $60 bottle of wine. Unfortunately, this isn't a Las Vegas casino, and your deception is powerless against me. I will have 5 glasses of sparkling wine and 2 dozen oysters for $35, and I'll dip immediately at 5:59 p.m. Even the Jerry Springer of finance would be begging me to spend more money. So prepare to tank the losses on your corporate taxes, because I've won before, I've won today, and I will be back to win again. Objectives: have some food and more drinks to prepare you for the arduous journey ahead. Dangers: many of these restaurants employ attractive waitresses who try to manipulate you for more money with lustful incantations like, How was your day? Or is everything tasting okay? Do not fall for their siren song and always be the change you want to see. Remember, tipping is a social construct. First encounter option 2, dive bar. Dive bars are pretty much...
Tipping, by the way, is like such a... Like, it's one of those things where it's so American because, like, the employers get away with paying their staff, like, stupidly low wages, like below minimum wage, right? On the on the pretense that, like, oh, well, they make loads in tips, so, like, they make it up. But basically, like, so the majority of the wages that people get are coming from tips, which is insane. That I find it's so, that should be illegal. Like, that's so bad. I know, right, Em? Yeah, tipping culture is so bad.
Much the cheapest option you have for going out, usually on the edge of town and not that busy, but you probably won't find your life partner here unless you're looking to donate one of your kidneys to them real soon. Objectives: cheap drinks and guaranteed free seats. Dangers: you get a glimpse into your future for when your life completely falls apart. Also, if you lose a bar fight and are allergic to peanuts, you will die. The second location. The second location is the last moment you can still turn back and abandon the plan, which is if it's going to be an actual night out, or if someone says something cowardly like, I have work tomorrow, or I have a wife and kids and need to spend time with them. This is why the second location has to be where you spend the most on drinks and potentially meet random strangers that will join.
Hang on. What's the Second Amendment? Is that the right to own bear arms? I'm not American and dumb, so I don't know. The Second Amendment. Yeah, bear arms. Okay. Good to know.
Your party and reinvigorate lost morale into the group. Craft Brew Pub. Now, as someone who's been drinking IPAs for 10 years, you might say, Jamie, I just tried my first IPA and it was terrible. How long until they start tasting good? In my experience, at least 11 years. Type of party member you might recruit: 30-year-old mustachioed indoor rock climber. He likes music festivals and planning summer road trips in his Kia Sedona. A chill addition to your party, but no special party
You'd
buff.
pick the bear?
Chance of success: high. Option 2, cocktail bar. Cocktail bars aren't the best for group outings because they have limited seatings and are usually really busy, but they are a classic date idea for a reason, which is that most girls don't actually know what food is, and so typically live off of iced matcha lattes and small processed bags of carbohydrates they have stashed in strategic locations to forget about and then rediscover throughout the day. Cocktails and bar snacks are basically just an upscale version of this, tricking them into thinking you are capable of providing a better version of their current lifestyle. You unfortunately cannot, as you're paying for the check by letting your car loan go to collection. Type of party member you might recruit: wife. Chance of success: low. Option 3, natural wine bar. This is what the modern hipster has adopted after moving on from craft beer. We can't afford houses or children, but we can afford houseplants, tattoos, and overpriced dining experiences. If you've ever had the luxury of visiting Europe, you know you can go to any supermarket and buy drinkable wine for €3, or go full top shelf of the supermarket for $5. If you go to Korea or Japan, you can buy a bottle of soju or sake for $1.50, but in North America, you can go to a natural wine bar and spend $90 on fortified kombucha that has a living organism growing inside of it.
Nice.
You might think this is a scam until you see the bottle has a quirky label on it you can post on Instagram for clout, and then you also realize the bar is filled with hot millennials. Type of party member you might recruit: someone else's wife. Chance of success: medium. The last stop. Deep in your psyche, this is where you knew you were going all along, back when you said, yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess. This is the most dangerous part of your journey, and each location option has a drunk boss fight you and your friends have to overcome. In order to conquer the last stop, you and your party has to strategically time your arrival with when your blood alcohol level is reaching a crescendo, as all of these locations require you to be as stupid as possible while still being conscious in order to take on the boss fight. House party. A house party is the prime location for bad late-night decision-making because there'll be lots of drunk people you don't know, one extremely stressed sober person trying to manage the $20,000 in damage being done to their parents' property, and a bunch of frat guys who are probably going to be in the news tomorrow. Boss fight. Not ending up in an ambulance. Option 2, nightclub. While most people find that it's easier to dance the later the night goes on because you're more and more drunk, it also gets a lot harder because the floor gets more and more sticky. It's better to not ask questions on the subject. Boss fight. The 6 double cheeseburgers, 20 nuggets, and Oreo McFlurry you're about to order at McDonald's. Option 3, gay bar. As someone who lives on the West Coast, here we just call them bars, but have you ever been to a gay bar and accidentally made eye contact with someone who was clearly staring directly at you? You're immediately part of the culture, because no matter how quickly you look away, he will be trying to shake your hand in 10 seconds. Instead of saying, "Oh, hey man, I'm not gay, I'm just here for a friend's party," in the most masculine straight guy way possible, your brain, having never been in this situation before, will try to be polite and say, "Oh no, I already have a drink, but thank you." When he then brings you another drink anyway, and you say, "Oh my god, I really can't. No, really give it to someone else." I mean, okay, if we just have it really fast, but then I have to go back to my friends. This goes about as well as you'd expect, because every server at a gay bar learned to make drinks watching Janae from Mahalo.com. Boss fight? Making sure 50 Cent doesn't get the footage. The final boss. The return home. The final challenge once you've survived another boss fight is to use all of your remaining brain cell to find your bed. The problem is that you're likely extremely dehydrated, can't see anything, and all of your friends have seemingly perished. This is where you need to invoke the one superpower all main characters possess. Plot armor. Like in Lord of the Rings, just take one more shot, black out completely, and you will then immediately teleport to some sort of bed. Usually this will be your own bed the next day, might be the hospital, could be your ex's, sometimes jail, but I can assure you it works every time. Except in Japan. Don't do it there. At the end of the day, going out was a sacrifice, and you might say that while we managed to lose our money, dignity, wedding rings, and then there was whatever happened at Diddy's, the lesson learned was that just like life, going out wasn't about the journey, it was about how hot the people we met were, and if you'll ever see them again. Now, if you never want to see anyone again who might have acquired your phone number, you might want to try our longtime sponsor Incogni. With their new custom removals plan, if you found your personal information on websites like whitepages.com or any other online database you think the organism inside the natural wine might find you in, you can make a request to the Incogni removal team and they will work to have it taken down. It doesn't work on removing the club's social media pictures, that was on you. Or if you just gave your number to Jimmy in person, he will be sending you his birding pics.
Oh, I gave him my bowl.
Good, so make sure you support his hobby. Incogni, of course, still offers their regular data removal subscription that contacts hundreds of data brokers automatically on your behalf and requests they remove your personal information from their database, which they legally have to do, meaning they can't sell your data to scammers, spammers, and the Indian men in your Instagram comments. Or the Indian men who are politically influencing you on social media.
Oh,
if you'd like to give Incogni a try, you can use code CASUAL.
That's a big thing, by the way. So, X recently did this thing where they allow you to see someone's location, and it turns out like a lot of people that were stirring up, like, say, hot takes like American politics or whatever were just like from India or whatever. They were saying like, this Trump administration is the worst there's ever been, and then it obviously gets like thousands of interactions, and you know, some Indian persons make like 250 rupees for the day, and you know, it's like, you know, they get their money for the day. It's one simple post. AI writes most of it, probably. Oh, mate. Sorry, forcing you on my stream. Hi. Yeah, look soulfully into the camera. Hang on. Hello. Do you see why, May? Do you see on that shelf? Do you see all the friends? There's some videos, but there's also like DVDs there. Do you see them? It might be too small. Yeah, these were all Kelly's, but specifically the videos. Something like this, right? Friends, this is what, series 7. It has episodes 17 to 20 on it, right? So one VHS or VCR has like 4 episodes on it, and Kelly used to save to buy them. They used to cost like £30 for a VHS or whatever back in the 90s, early 2000s. crazy. So you'd end up spending for an entire season. You might be spending like 150 to 200 pounds just for a season. Isn't that crazy? I think there was 24 episodes typically per season. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, it's a collector's item. Come on, mate. Go to bed. Go to bed. Hey, go to bed. Go. Stay there. Good girl. I mean, it might be. No, she has to go to her bed. Anyway. Good video. Casually explained. We love it. Let's have a look, actually. Friends, VHS tapes. Nah. I mean, you know what? It's not bad. Although, I don't know. Really? Huh. Is that a thing? What was I... Shoe on Head hasn't got a new video out yet, has she? I know she said she was going to, but not yet. No, yeah. I think she said she's going to have one out before Christmas. There was another one I wanted you to watch of this, actually. It was this one.
For real?
It's a good one. Alright, okay.
This video is sponsored by Incogni. When someone says they were born in the year 2002, I automatically think, damn, this is the oldest looking 6-year-old I've ever seen. Well, I won't be using that one when they ask me about the island. I was born in 1996, making me just barely a millennial, meaning I'm somewhat of an expert on my older cohort who thinks doggo, pupper, adulting, and having an actual wedding to a real person they love is still a thing, while also being able to tell Gen Z that making fun of us for skinny jeans doesn't do anything. We inherited housing prices and 3 financial crises from the baby boomers. You will not even remotely psychologically affect us. You will not even remotely psychologically affect most of us.
Poor Kanye West.
The first thing we have to do is obviously define the generations, which in the textbook is 1981 to 1996 for millennials.
Such a weird, by the way, such a weird, like... And I get that it's 15 years, but, like... It's strange, kind of arbitrary years. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm right on the end of it. Being 94. Just about.
Millennials, and 1997 to 2012 for Gen Z. Problem is it can be hard to tell when you're kinda in the middle, because to the outside observer, Gen Z might look a lot older than they are on account of all the Botox and filler, whereas millennials look a lot younger than they are on account of all the Botox and filler, meaning you have to look at behavioral cues to tell the difference. Because us millennials are trying so hard to cling on to our youth, we're in fact only differentiable from Gen Z by 3 things: ankle socks, hairlines, and when a DJ says, "Put your hands up," we do it with an open palm, whereas Gen Z does it with a closed palm. Gen Z does this because you automatically close your hand when you associate with dropping down to the floor, whereas millennials raise an open palm because we don't think Black Lives Matter.
Oh, God. I forgot about that one. Oh, man. Yep.
While it might sound like I'm here representing my fellow millennials, I did only squeak in there by 1 year, and there are some millennialisms that are too ancient even for me. Take, for example, answering the phone. Why? Similarly, Gen X still texts like they have an old school brick phone, meaning all of their messages are like, yo, bring drinks, see you at 5, sunglasses emoji. Which is at least chill and straight to the point. Millennials, in contrast, have all evolved the 2-thumb texting technique, meaning they're able to send you a single paragraph long text like it's an email that you avoid opening at all costs until you really have to respond. Gen Z, on the other hand, sends multiple messages to indicate punctuation or a different thought, usually ending it with a skull.
See, I do that. The, I do the multiple messages, but I think that's like an ADHD thing, maybe. I don't know.
Emoji to tell you they've died and will no longer be texting you back. If you're a smug elder millennial who's like, why does my younger sibling send 4 messages back to back when they could have just typed it in one message? That shit is so annoying. First of all, if you're annoyed because you have your phone on vibrate when I'm texting you, you can stick it up your ass. Second, if you've looked at literacy statistics recently, Gen Z doesn't know how to read, so they don't know how to punctuate in the first place.
True.
And lastly, multiple messages is clearly the superior form of texting anyone except your boss because it allows you to better punctuate your rap battles with the homies. If you think about it, line breaks are literally poetry. When it comes to socializing and how you like to have a good time, millennials and Gen X are notorious alcoholics. But Gen X also does cocaine, and millennials instead do weed. Gen X are alcoholics on cocaine because it was the rock and roll culture of the time, whereas millennials are alcoholics and smoke weed because they all have anxiety and need to self-medicate in order to socialize. Gen Z, on the other hand, was very gently parented, don't even pretend they'll ever own a home, and never socialize publicly. So they just take trend.
Tell you where she is. Can I twist this? Nah, I can't. She is just there, like literally laying down right in front of her bed.
Zins and goon for dopamine. One thing that Gen Z clearly outdid the millennials on is their slang, because just like high school, millennials also blundered the language on more than one occasion, coining such terrible turns of phrase as
close to the door, yeah.
Adulting, epic win, on fleek, it's lit fam, swag, I can't even, I did a thing, and calling any type of knowledge hacks.
Yes,
in contrast,
hacks.
Gen Z slang had a stranglehold on our broader vocabularies right away. For example, here's some Gen Z slang you heard
I'll let her
at the time,
leave.
which I will now translate in case it's not clocking to you. Let him cook. He's in the process of doing something well that isn't cooking, so don't interrupt him.
Yep.
She ate. She looked good or did something well that isn't eating. Riz. Charismatically flirting. Crash out. Mental breakdown. Shit slaps. It's really good. Fire. It's really good.
Yep.
It's different. It's really good. Bussin'. It's really good. Gas. It's really good. No cap. For real. On God. For real. True. For real. Facts. For real. Deadass. For real. For real. For real. For real. One thing that older millennials have a terrible take on is that Gen Z has bad fashion. Gen Z has great fashion, especially compared to us millennials at the same age.
Can I be honest here? I'm going to show my age here. This looks way better than this. I'm just going to say it. Like, what the fuck is Billie Eilish wearing? What is this? That's not fashion. That is not fashion. I think I'm showing my age.
Besides, when most millennials were teenagers, social media hadn't been invented yet, so instead of growing up trying to imitate the most liked Instagram trend, we had peace, contentment, and mixed and matched our clothing like a hand-me-down buffet exactly to our own taste. We didn't dress to impress, we dressed to express our deep cultural anxiety and fear of bothering our parents in case the baby boomers got mad at us, which they pretty much always were.
Boomers enraged as housing slump blamed on dying doorbell industry. Millennials argue that texting here is just the new normal. What? Yeah, you're a bit different though, Hass, aren't you? Dying doorbell industry? Huh.
You might not like it, but this was peak millennial fashion. To prove that Gen...
Whoa! Oh my god. Okay, the webcam fell. Yeah, bye, cat. Okay, it was I was trying to do a life hack, a real life hack, not a fake one. Yeah, almost a face reveal. Isn't that crazy? Basically I had it underneath the my mic stand thing. No, I wasn't. No. What I was gonna say, sorry, was like this is fine. This is like very extreme. And this, I don't like the jacket, the fluffy jacket thing. The rest of it's probably fine.
Z has better fashion than millennials. In today's social media, it's common for an influencer to be chatting up girls on the street like, yo, you're so pretty, can I get your number? And she's like, I'm 16. And the guy's like, oh God, you can't be 16. What? I gotta get out of here, chat. Back in my day, you'd already know they were 16 because we were all ugly. Furthermore, Gen Alpha now thinks that point-and-shoot digital cameras give a cool vintage look, meaning guess what? Low-rise bedazzled jeans are getting thrifted, and American Apparel hoodies are right around the corner.
Yes.
So back, baby. At the end of the day, ask most millennials, and we sort of feel we grew up in the best era to be kids, but the worst era to be adults. Gen Z, on the other hand, just thinks, wait, things were actually good? As an example, when someone says make America great again, Gen Z thinks you can't make something great again if it was always trash. But baby boomers think, I remember when me and Steve worked for Chrysler and Detroit was the richest city in the whole world.
Yeah.
I bought a house for me, my wife, and my 8 brothers and sisters back when we were 23. But millennials here make America great again and think...
Not only that, they bought their house with the change that they found on the sidewalk, as the Americans would say. They literally found some change on the sidewalk. Oh, God, I could buy a house with this.
Remember the first 150 Pokemon?
Yes.
Sega Genesis? Rock Band? Growing up without a cell phone? When you made YouTube videos just for fun?
Yeah.
Getting free malware on LimeWire? Using
Yes.
iPod Touch to pretend to drink beer?
Yes.
How people would say, too soon. After you made a 9/11 joke? Remember how...
Oh, God, that was the meme where that person threw the shoe at George Bush.
How badly we fucked up our teenage years, but it didn't matter because we had no social media? Remember Smog?
Yes. No, I
As
don't
was
remember
reading
Smog.
this, I got nostalgic and remembered some more things, so I redid the video so I could keep going. Remember Del Toro Quest? Ordering things from the Scholastic Book Fair? The Bermuda Triangle? Remember
Yes.
burning a CD? Remember
Yes.
CD drives in the first place?
Yeah.
Remember when DLC was just another game called an expansion pack?
That was,
Remember rewinding a VHS before you returned it to Block?
to be honest, that was bad. That was not good. That was a bad time. I mean, Persona still hasn't learnt that. Del Toro Quest I never did. Were those books the ones that were like make your own adventure, where it was like sorry, the not having a DLC being like they just released a whole expansion pack and they cost the same amount. It was so bad. Oh, it wasn't that? I don't know what the Del Toro Quest books were then.
I remember. Anyway, us millennials are going to go stare at the Winamp visualizer for a while. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Now, unlike...
Yes. Thank you. Great video. Great video. Alright. I think because that game was kind of just making the frame rate go bad, I think I'll probably jump off now. But 3-hour stream in the end, because had an internet thing about yes, make friends, make everyone make friends, make love not war, and what drop off M. Did what drop off? What? Yeah, well, no, what it was the frame rate was quite bad on YouTube, but I think it was because of the bit rate happening with the game, right? And so I was like, oh, maybe I had a VPN on, so I went into the VPN thing to try and see if it was on, and then I turned it on and then turned it off, and in doing that, obviously, it, like, made the internet go down for a bit, so the stream went down, so I just had to restart the stream. But no, it's just the game doing it. So, yeah. This would be one of those games that would be ideal to play on, like, as you said, have a streaming PC. That would be nice. But yeah. What do you mean, sports? Alright, yeah. No more sports. Anyway. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.